If you can think it, if you can dream it, then eventually you can have it.
He took action, and a lot of people don't do that nowadays.
The whole point of gaining an education and what he fought for was that we can pass on the knowledge to someone else.
He was, very strong-willed and, very determined.
He stood up for young people, old people, whoever had issues, and he made sure he dealt with them.
He was a congressman who was the epitome of what we would hope, our politicians to be.
Someone we still need today.
It's just that he comes from a place where people don't expect leaders like that to come from.
He's a product of Fifth Ward. He's a product of Texas Southern University.
Being an American, but yet he committed himself to helping Ethiopians who were in dire need of food aid at that time in the 1980s.
He was a universal humanitarian, but I'm sure he was a humanitarian here right on campus.
Mickey Leland, a great man who actually did so much for people, worldwide. His legacy continues through Texas University.
We must come together now.
Mickey Leland did something great, and he actually, inspired a lot of people here.
Walking in the path of Mickey Leland is definitely very incredible. It makes me feel important. It makes me feel like I had somebody that I didn't know stand up for my rights before I could even get here.
It's important that people understand who Mickey Leland was because he opened a lot of doors.
The initiative of Mickey Leland that I'm most attracted to is definitely the healthcare initiative that he was into.
Got into the government and started making a way for people with low income to get health care.
He was working heavily to eradicate apartheid.
The fact that Leland went full force and to put no sanctions on the South African government was amazing.
Apartheid is wrong, it's cruel, and it's evil, and it has to be obliterated.
He cared about the people. Attending a law school, Thurgood Marshall School of Law, I definitely look, at Mickey Leland as an inspiration because he was one of the first black congressmen.
But one of the main things that I really took an interest in was what he was doing in Africa particularly.
He went on, international trips to feed hungry children in Ethiopia.
There's more to be done, but I think we're committed to doing that.
Mickey Leland was able to get $300 million from the United States for aid in Ethiopia. And he let nothing get in the way of his fight for good.
Mickey Leland wasn't for himself. He was for humanity as a whole.
To ignore the increasingly desperate need of a growing number of poor and hungry Americans would amount to genocide.
When I learned about him, my confidence grew because we were so similar.
I think it's good to look at people like Mickey Leland because here it is a man who came from the same city you did, he's in the same community you did, but instead he took a different path. So this is really just a charge for us to charge ourselves actually in one another with our everyday interactions. It's really good to have people like him to look up to, not only for universal contributions, but his contributions day to day with people.
We too have a responsibility to that humanity that I allude to. The people of the world need you.
I
know about Mickey Leland as a young boy in Ethiopia.
He really worked and advocated for not only just people, but he worked for all human needs.
This U.S. congressman came to Ethiopia. He was there to help actually. During that time, there were poverty and hunger, serious hunger, so he was there to help the people that were suffering.
More than 40,000 people every day die of hunger and malnutrition.
Actually going out of his way to help others, try to help them build up their lives. That inspired me. This man did all these great things to help make humanity better. What can I do to make humanity better?
If we would take what he believed in and enact it in what's going on today, it would despair the racial issue and bring together the human race. No one was higher than anyone else when it came to him. We were all one.
And I always wonder, had Mickey Leland lived longer, how much more advanced would we be right now?
And though I was never able to meet him, I feel as if I've met a piece of him.
Like his legend lives on.
If Mickey Leland can come out of Texas University and make a difference here in the world, any student can.
If Mickey Leland was still here today,
I want to be president of the United States of America.
And that's what America's all about. It's the ability to dream and put your vision before you and make time catch up with those visions and those dreams. Because our attitude is correct, our altitude will be high. I love you dearly. God bless you.